Welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now for this week's Speaking Legal discussion, where he answers usually a viewer's legal question on the air. However, today we're going to take a little bit of a different turn. We're just going to talk about what it means to hire a lawyer.
Sure.
So if you go out looking for someone, where do you start? Because you see a lot of people that sort of advertise themselves as divorce or DUI or estate.
Right.
Is that a good thing to do?
Well, specifically, lawyers are prohibited from claiming specialization in anything. So we're not allowed to say, hey, I'm a specialist in criminal defense, or I'm a specialist in family law or divorce practices.
So they can't say specialist, but they can advertise these things.
You can say
strongly.
things like practice limited to, or you can even call yourself a criminal defense attorney. I call myself a criminal defense lawyer. There are other lawyers that call themselves a divorce lawyer or a family lawyer or an estate planner. So yes, you would start by looking for somebody that says, I do the type of legal work that you're wanting. So if you need a will drafted, you're not necessarily going to come to a guy that does a lot of going to court, banging on tables, and representing people accused of crimes like me. Now, we've got other people in my firm that do all those other things. But you're going to look for somebody that says, yes, I represent, if you're charged with a crime, I will represent you. That's what I do. So I've got experience in that area. So people used to look at the phone book all the time. I don't know if that's so popular anymore. Right now, it seems to me like a lot of people are turning to the internet. And there's good things and bad things about that. I think really the internet's actually a great tool for researching about anything you're going to want to look at today. I would advise people, though, to look broadly. Don't look at just like one side, or don't just look at the lawyer's site to decide if they're the right person. There are sites like avo.com. I refer a lot of people to avo.com, avvo.com, to research a lot of attorneys. There not only is information about the attorney on there, but they're rated by their peers, they're rated by their clients, and they're assigned a rating by Avo. So that's a great place to look too.
So avo.com,
avvo.com.
Oh, good tip.
How many years have you been a lawyer?
18 years.
It's a long time. Is there any correlation between attractiveness and being a good lawyer?
I think so.
Because most of the ones I see on TV are very attractive, and they are also very good lawyers.
You know, it's a funny thing that you say that, and I realize there's a little bit of jest in that, but realistically, and I don't want to put too much stock in this, it's a persuasive profession.
Really? I should have been a lawyer. Hear that?
I'm just
look
saying.
at this jawline, man.
You're on TV right now.
Is that the major thing you should be looking at for a lawyer? No. But if you're looking for somebody that's persuasive, you should say, is this a persuasive person?
So the worse crime you commit, allegedly, the better looking lawyer you need.
Well, the most persuasive lawyer you certainly need, on top of one with experience and training that knows the ins and outs of the law and how to navigate the system. And that's one of those things that something like avo.com can help you look at, is you can review your lawyer, you can look and see what have other people said about this lawyer.
And there are things, you know, you may not end up necessarily in court. You may just need someone to walk you through, like you said, a will or a trust or something like that. Now, if you go to just an attorney who doesn't really do that a lot, are you asking for trouble?
Well, I think so. I mean, experience counts.
Yeah.
The other thing, like I said, the internet's a great place to start, but the next thing is go meet the lawyer. You need to meet them face to face, or at least have a phone call with them, depending on what you're looking for. The most important thing, I think, really in making a final decision about hiring a lawyer is, do you like them? Is this somebody that you like? Is this somebody that you have a good feeling about personally? Do you trust them? You're going to enter into a pretty serious relationship with somebody that's got your interests in their hands. And so it needs to be somebody that you have some confidence in, that you have some rapport with, somebody that you kind of like as a person. Because you're going to go through some ups and downs, especially in my type of practice. It's a difficult time for folks. And you need to be able to have some confidence in the person that you're dealing with.
Well, and you might find someone that you know and you really like them, but they offer to make you a good deal or whatever. I can handle this for you. You still need to do your homework because you just don't know.
You absolutely need to do your homework. And that begs another question, because lawyers charge a wide range of fees. And like anything else, to some extent, you can get into a situation where you get what you pay for. And so sometimes discount lawyers kind of like discount surgeon. It's not necessarily the thing that you want to go after is the cheapest person to perform your surgery.
What about these websites that you hear advertised that are not law offices? You know which ones I'm talking about, but they'll walk you through certain legal things you may have to do, wills, etc.
You know, that's tricky, because they say we're not a law firm, and they're doing that because they want to dodge the regulation of all the states that regulate the practice of law. So the issue then becomes, do you really want to trust in that, or should you actually seek a real lawyer to get the job done?
All right, so do your homework.
Absolutely.
Is the message here. All right, if you have a legal question for Will, email him at wworsham@color10.com, and he will answer your question on the show. And